Hi there, it is Monday, May 25th, 2026. It is Memorial Day. Started out the morning here in Vermont rainy and cold, but it has really warmed up. My husband and I need to buy a lawnmower, and so in the meantime he used the string trimmer to cut down the front lawn. So I am here just raking out grass clippings. I'm gonna put some of them in the compost, but there's way too much. I've read online that if you put a ton of grass clippings in your compost, it can all kind of stick together and mat, and no oxygen gets in. So I'll probably put some of this in the compost and then some of it maybe next to the compost. We need our trailer for getting a new lawnmower, so. Whew, okay. So got a pretty full wheelbarrow, not all going in the compost. Also, my husband made his lunches today, so I'll be throwing in the usual Napa cabbage, etc. There's some flowers in today from a celebration of life about a week ago that have finally started to wilt. And then we got pizza a couple of days ago because we were out pretty late. And so I will try to mix everything in really well and then throw a couple of pizza boxes on top. So here's my wheelbarrow, here's my food items, here's my pizza boxes. I just turned everything yesterday. Wasn't as rainy yesterday, so I got that turned up. And then I kind of threw some whole clementines in there, so I was trying to bury them. That's why everything's kind of shoved up on one side, but I will just rearrange today as needed. Okay, starting to turn everything. I tried to pull the grass apart as best possible. Still gonna add some more. There are tons of bugs in here. Hopefully they're doing some of the hard work. But for those of you playing along, I think probably 2 weeks ago I brought that plate home and just threw it in completely the way it was. Obviously not much has happened in there. And then that is one of those supposedly compostable utensils, which so far nothing. So I barely made a dent in the grass here. I felt a little wary of putting too much in there, so I've just sort of mixed it all around. Smells really citrusy. We must be throwing out a lot of orange peels. So now I'm going to hopefully rip up the pizza boxes a little bit. You can see in the past I've thrown full pizza boxes in here. At the time it was a good idea. Now that they're soaking wet, they're kind of a pain in the butt to turn. So, okay, I don't want to talk about how long that took because I forgot how long ripping up pizza boxes took. But both of them are ripped up now, and I think what I will probably do is, just because that looks like a real pain in the butt and I just mixed everything, I'm kind of hoping that this acts as like a cover to keep like heat and moisture in, and hopefully, like I said, get things going to make things a little bit warmer. One of the downsides to my husband doing the lawn is that we have a lot of dandelions that have gone to seed, and so I'm sure there are about 1 million dandelion seeds in there right now. So hopefully if things heat up, it will kill them. But anyway, I think what I'm probably gonna do, at least for the next few times I come out here, is just put stuff on top. We're gonna do the lasagna method. Now I gotta deal with this.